right, thank you for joining me again for the third and final lecture of the Amida Buddha course. This lecture is entitled Amida Buddha. We previously looked at different statues that we have no trouble with, and we're trying to suggest that we shouldn't have trouble with the Amida Buddha statue either. And it's not a who, it's a what. It's what does it mean, not who it is. What does it represent? How does it make us feel? Today, for this lecture, we're going to focus a bit more on Amida Buddha and where this Buddha comes from and what the heck does Amida mean. So Amida Buddha actually is mentioned, I think, in hundreds of different sutras and texts. I think somewhere around 325, a whole bunch of different texts. But in our tradition, the Pure Land tradition, we've settled on three main texts. They're called the three Pure Land Sutras. And one is called the Amida Sutra. It's quite short. Another one is called the Larger Sutra. And the last is called the Visualization Sutra, which I mentioned earlier. And the one that we focus on most in our tradition is the Larger Sutra. And a lot of schools in Buddhism did this. We've talked about this in earlier courses. Rather than trying to cover all 500,000 pages of texts in the Mahayana canon, the Chinese were overwhelmed by the volume and the translation problems. So different schools in China focused on different texts. And the Pure Land school decided to focus on the three that I just mentioned. And we're lucky that it's not very long. Here is the three Pure Land Sutras all together in one book that's available. And then also there's another edition, a newer edition. And I kind of like this one because this one has the Amida Sutra and Visualization Sutra in it. And here is the Larger Sutra. So it's larger than the Amida Sutra, but it's not super large. This is nowhere near as long as the Nirvana Sutra, the Lotus Sutra. So you're actually in a really good school. We only have to focus on this many pages. And so we're going to discuss that. I also wanted to show you another statue I have that someone gave to me. I didn't really appreciate it very much, but this is a hand gesture, a mudra that we've been talking about. One of the qualities of a Buddha is really long, elegant fingers. So this is another artistic element. If you see a statue with long, elegant fingers like this, that kind of is a signal of enlightenment to the viewer. It's an establishing shot. And also, it's holding this gesture of teaching, of discourse, of language. And so when the Buddha got up at 35 and began to teach, this is the practice. This represents communicating through words, something that is beyond words. And that's why the Larger Sutra is poetic in nature, mythological in nature. It's presenting a spiritual vista. It's not literal fact or history. It transcends the finite by representing the infinite, just like these statues.